Well, it looks like the worm has turned once again for me, and I actually put away my Voidwalker for a little bit because I'm all about Sunsinger now. And I watched a video from Cool Guy Destiny. You know, I did a dual commentary with him recently, and he put up a video about a week or two ago when Iron Banner was out on how good the Sunsinger is with solar grenades and Sunbreakers, and even Heart of Praxic Fire. And look at this, I just went ham with my Matador here. And I'm just having a blast with it. You know, we're in that stage of Destiny right now, or at least for me. All I'm doing every night is playing PvP. So I need to mix things up. And yes, I do better on my Voidwalker. Not anymore. I'm doing just amazing with my Sunsinger solar grenades. We're going to go through the build, how I use it, how I choke points off, whether it's in trials, like things like this, where it came in a little bit clutch there, and how I use it in sixes. And it's ridiculously fun and pretty damn good right now. You know, they nerfed the firebolt nades a while back, but right now, so watch this guy right here. I'm gonna throw a bunch of them while I'm holding down square, so I could still spam nades while holding down that button to res my friend there. Here's a little thing in trials here. I know I'm not getting into the full review yet. I just go all off the cuff. I just choked that point off. He's gonna walk back. He's gonna burn away. I get the res. So many uses for this class, and we're gonna get into it. And I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff in private matches in terms of some of the damages and why you might want to use Sunbreakers over Heart of Praxic Fire. Because I immediately said to myself, hey, I'm gonna use Heart of Praxic Fire. I want to get tons of grenades. You might want to rethink that decision, and I'm gonna show you that in private matches. Oh, and Mesa fail, I forgot to mention. After Cool Guy made his video, then True Vanguard did a video on this also. So shout out to those two guys. But I know my audience is probably vastly different from both of their guys, because just you know, they're PvP beast. I do everything, and I feel like when it comes to PvP stuff, even though my KDR is going up 1.23. It's not too bad. It's not too great, but my elo sucks, I think. I think my audience when it comes to PvP stuff is definitely way more in the casual department. So here's like one of my favorite uses here. Before we get into the build, I have Radiant Skin on and I've got Sunbreakers. So those solar grenades are lasting a long time. And of course I'm using Viking Funeral with Touch of Flame. Now, I'm going to show you in private matches, well, how much of a big difference does Radiant Skin actually give you in terms of reducing incoming damage. I don't use Fireborn. Too many times I would use Fireborn and I just get team shot and I'm dead in an instant. Another really good use for this setup is for protection, you know, for choking off points, and I'm going to fall off the map here in a second here. But this guy's going to burn out, though. He's going to burn, right? Yeah, he burned. I use it like for choke points, but also let's say Heavy's going to be spawning, okay? And I see my radar lit up red. I know they're coming here. I'll pop Radiance, and I'll just line the whole area where I see them coming from with solar grenades. And because of Sunbreakers, they're going to last long, and they really have no chance to get through. And you're going to see how quickly you die. I'm going to show you in private matches what it's like when you run through them, or if you even try to walk through them and walk slowly or get stuck. You're going to be amazed at how much damage you take with this build. So let's take a look at the build right now. So the build obviously revolves around the Sunbreakers, and that gives you an extra solar grenade and also makes them last longer. Well, how much longer? I'll give you the punchline now before private matches. It doubles the time. Heart of Praxic Fire is going to let you spam tons of grenades because you get a cooldown rapidly on all your abilities while Radiance is active, but it's a very short time that those solar grenades are going to last. So here's my build here, and I go with a tier 11 build. Can't quite get to tier 12. I usually go with Memory of Gellion because I'm a nervous Nelly. Have to have my radar active at all times when aiming down sight. Also gives me a detailed radar. In terms of the perk trees and everything, I try to max out my armor and recovery. I go with Focus Burst. Radiant Skin, I wouldn't go with Fireborn, guys. So many times where I pop it and I'm amongst other players, or enemy players that is, I get killed. Arcane Spirit, I go with Viking Funeral and Touch of Flame. That's going to give you that maximum damage over time. And let's go take a look at private matches to see actually how this all works. So here is why I use Radiant Skin. So without Radiant Skin, 57s and 38s. 57 to the head, 38 to the body. Now he pops it, he's got Radiant Skin. Look at that, 26s and 17s to the body. That's about a 45-50% damage reduction. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that when you're playing just because of the fact that I get team shot a lot, but it really does reduce damage about 45-50%. So I would definitely go Radiant Skin. Do not go with Fireborn. I mean, Fireborn comes in handy sometimes. You think you're dead on a capture point point, let's say you're playing some control, you pop it and then you start slamming people, but you were going to get team shot. Or even just, you can get shotgun melee'd. Even with Radiant Skin, if you get a Matador to the face and one melee, you're dead. So here's how quickly you die if you throw one on a Guardian and they happen to get stuck and not move. Now I'm going to throw one on the floor and have a Night Stalker with max armor run right through it. Basically took Helvetica's shield down, didn't kill her. Now I'm going to throw one on the floor, they're both going to run through it and simulate as if they got stuck on something or they're walking slow. So the max armor Night Stalker, she went down, and the max armor Warlock, he made it through it, but he did come close to dying. So now here is why I like my Sunbreakers more than I do my Heart of Praxic Fire. That solar grenade right there, I clocked in at 12 seconds. Now I'm going to switch over to my Heart of Praxic Fire and throw one of those out. That's going to last 6 seconds. It doesn't seem like much, but you're doubling your time right there. And when it comes to choking off points, or if you need them to last long, you're trying to suppress the enemy, I'm going to go with Sunbreakers. Now, I have my Heart of Praxic Fire on right now, and you're going to see how many grenades I throw. And you do throw a ton of them. But the difference between having Heart of Praxic Fire on and Sunbreakers in terms of how many nades you throw, see, I'm throwing a ton of them, as much as I can spam the trigger. They're not lasting very long. It's still good, but now here's me with Sunbreakers. Look, I'm still throwing a ton of them, but they're lasting longer. I can just carpet bomb an area and just hold it down. So I don't see that much of a difference to use Heart of Praxic Fire. I used to love Heart of Praxic Fire when I was using Fireball nades way back in year 1 and 2, but not anymore. I would go with Sunbreakers. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm having a blast with this build. The only thing that really took me some time to get used to is the terrible Warlock jump, because in PvP all I ever use is blink. That's all I do. On my Hunter, all I use is blink on my Blade Dancer. I never play Night Stalker or Gunslinger. So but once you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. It's very good when you're in like a close quarters combat situation and you're using your shotgun. You could just go glide up into the air and you're going to sit there for a little bit while they're wondering where you are. They know you're close, but you're kind of just hovering in the air waiting to rain down either your shotgun, or a cool guy mentioned to me, use Angel of Light and you can actually hover up and shoot down your Saladin's Vigil or a fusion rifle or something. But a lot of fun, guys. You fellow Warlocks out there, or even if you're not a Warlock, come over to the Warlock side. But you know what, guys? Babble mode's been engaged this entire time. I love doing videos without scripts. It's a wonder. I don't know. They're not that great. The end is the greatest though, because I can go hashtag made it to the end. Guys, do me a favor. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Usually on YouTube, and that is it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.